So we're on the Bespoke Baits stand here with Martin, who I take you're the creator and inventor of Bespoke Baits.
Yeah.
It's something that's really stood out to me at the show actually, so tell us a little bit about it and what it is.
Right, basically what we're doing with the boilie, the pop-up, is we're making them look more natural.
Yep.
And giving them like a natural shape. Basically segmenting boilies, segmenting pop-ups. Obviously right from when fish first feed, and they're feeding on like the small daphnia and the little creepy crawlies that are in the water. You know, a lot of these insects are segmented, so from a very early age, you know, even right up to when they're feeding on hatches, you know, we want to be getting your zigs in amongst them. They're feeding on segmented objects.
Yep.
So that is basically the whole concept behind it.
Yeah, well, it sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Because
yeah.
everything's round at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, what do they eat that's round? There's nothing apart from what we've artificially fed them over the years.
Yeah.
You know, on the back of that, you know, we sort of consider ourselves to be what AMG are to Mercedes. So if you want to pimp up your boilie, if you want to pimp up your pop-up, then we are the guys to come and see.
To do it. Yeah. And you've got some good shapes, you've got some grub shapes.
Yeah.
So
we've got basically sort of 3, 4, 5 shapes that we play around with. The first one is sort of like a big maggot type shape.
Yeah.
So we tend to do these in a bottom bait, but obviously we harden them and we sort of lighten them a little bit. They're not quite a wafter, but you know, we make them sort of nice and hard, nice and tough, because obviously we do make them thin, so they're very easy for like the silverfish to pick up. So we harden them to stop that. We do these, what we call, was actually named on our Facebook page by some of the guys on there, the striped caterpillar slugs. So basically what you got is a bottom bait on the bottom, but on the top we pipe green and black. Pop up, so obviously they're buoyant, they do go down and they sit like that, giving the effect that you know they're a caterpillar. They're a caterpillar that's fallen off the reeds or off a tree. You know, so we're getting them, you know, stalking baits. And then we do 2 types of sort of pop up, and we have, first of all, we have the large cocoon, and then we have the mini cocoon. The large cocoon, using with a size 9 ring swivel, will go straight onto a stiff hinge rig, will go onto a Ronnie rig, and will require no putty. The smaller one, we think sort of bag fishing, zig fishing, even gluing onto the back of a hook and using as a floating bait.
Looks perfect. And you've got lots of flavours, the whole range of flavours actually, haven't you? You've got everything from your sort of krills to your nut flavours as well, straight through to even unflavoured baits that obviously you can flavour yourself.
Yeah, we do sort of bland, you know, we do like bland pop-ups, so if you want to put your own personal glug in, your own personal flavour, then obviously you can do that. We do that. So we also produce that shape in what we call lightened hook baits. So they're not wafters, but they're very, very light, they just go down. We had a little problem where some guys were using really small hooks and they were starting to float, so we've took a bit of the buoyancy out of them, so they do go down. They're still technically a wafter, they're very light bait, and we obviously do that. We've got a nut one there, and we've got a krill one there, and we do them in various flavours.
Where can you buy these from then?
We can get them on bespokebaits.com. Via the internet, and obviously next weekend we are at the big one down at Kent, and obviously next year we're doing a few more shows. We're going to approach a couple of shops this year about getting in, stocking them, and we're starting with the pop-ups. One other shape that we do is what we call a barrel grub, and we look at this as an alternative to fishing boilie and a piece of sweet corn. And what some of the guys are doing is, obviously you can break them in half and fish them as a 2, or what you can do is, some people are actually breaking them into 4, and what they do when they put them on the hair, you have to get a little rubber, but they stagger the yellows.
And
obviously what happens when that goes down again, it's going to sit with the yellow showing.
Perfect,
and obviously just like little flashes of corn in, you know, sitting down there. You know, as they approach, it looks like 3 bits of corn. So we do them as well.
I myself am going to get a couple of these, give them a try myself, and see what they're like on the bank. So I really like a couple of the ideas here, so I'm going to get some. I advise you get on the website yourself, pick them up, give them a test.